All right, next time. I'm going to make you stand up there. All right. Our next reader is Tori Bond. She is a recovering housewife working on her MFA in creative writing at Rosemont College. She is an escapee from the IT industry, where she labored as a consultant and data systems manager. That explains everything, Tori. That's all I'm saying. She earned her bachelor's degree in English from Rutgers University and also holds an associate's degree in computer science. Tori's short fiction has appeared or is forthcoming in Everyday Fiction, Monkey Bicycle, and Wilderness House Literary Review. She is currently working on a satirical novel, The American Dream, trademark. When not locked in a room writing, she enjoys cheerleading at track meets and 3 seasons of soccer, chauffeuring ungrateful clients to endless activities, and her favorite pastime, patrolling the Makeout Palace, formerly known as the basement. Welcome, Tori.
This first one is called Familyism. I can't work because of my memory problems or my arrest record, but it's a misunderstanding. Bill wants me to take the pills. I tell him it's the poltergeists displacing my purse and phone. Right, little persons moving things. They're real people. I've befriended my social circle. Put the phone down, you textaholic. My butt pocket dialed everyone. A body-centered Freudian slip. Maybe I was envious. I can't even get a job as a barista. My butt spoke truth to shallowness, made a mess of my relationship with Carol, the organized one. It only took 2 weeks to befriend 11 people, including my mother and brother. Mother claimed I called her a slux and a baby snuffler. My brother called the cops. I protested that my butt was not smart enough to orchestrate anything without my knowledge. He testified against me. Jihad shmihad, I just wanted my lawnmower back. I explained it was a familyism for love. We haven't mowed for 5 weeks. The neighbors are holding 59 of my cats hostage. The note said mow or else. My phone has been confiscated by Homeland Security, not before an intimate cavity search. Somehow the memory of that gritty affair is as vivid as a YouTube video. I tried detangling my relationships, texting, my butt is an asshole, don't listen to it. Too late. Bill thinks the pills will make me feel better. How's that possible? I got no friends and can't work. Charlene lords her 101 IQ over me, like I care whose ass her dog sniffed. I didn't call her a kawawa with brainless mouche. Judy's bragging her way to the south of France while I bake at the Jersey Shore. The no-fly list is no punishment if I never fly. Take that, snooty Judy. I smack my cheek. Stop telegraphing my thoughts. I don't need another body search. I can't wear my phone in my front pocket. My vagina has been texting. Who knows how? Maybe the vibrator taught her. I've been trying to get Bill to propose for 10 years, but 2 days in my front pocket, voila, marry me. They have creepy pet names for each other. I got smart and kept the phone in my purse, but lots of things went on in there, very expensive things. Bill keeps chasing me with the pills. I'm not depressed, I tell him, but he thinks credit problems have something to do with lithium. There's a gaggle of men following me. Yes, real men. Bill holds the pills out like a baby kitten. I take them. This one is called Mom's Club. We hang our skins on hooks by the door. We have no need for vanity or hives. Bobby herds us towards the dining room where the table is set with white linen, floral china, scones, finger sandwiches, a honey cake with marzipan bumblebees and death by chocolate. It's all too much. Bobby's desperate domestic artistry is a cry for validation. We respond with oohs and ahs. It's the best we can do. Bobby offers an assortment of teas. We are held hostage by her teapot stories while she pours. This one is my mother's, handed down from her mother from Poland. We endure 9 teapot stories. The sleep one is from her sister. Her husband gave her the one that she loves the most. We know this because she hugs the hot vessel. Or maybe her display of affection is to show how much she loves him. Or maybe it's an indication of the depth of his kindness. The air is giddy with conversation. Sarah is missing her liver. She nervously waves away my concern. Her husband borrowed it for something. He promised to give it back. She turns from me to talk to Alicia. Rose glares me down for being insensitive. I mouth, I didn't know. Bobby asks me if my son is competing in the Pine Woods Derby. I tell her I refuse to give him my lung. But we're moms, she said. That's what we do. She shows me her gasping lung hole. It's an important project. It means the difference between Harvard or Bucks Community College. Rose chimes in. I want my son to go to Harvard. She reaches into her ribcage with a grunt and a tug, produces her soggy lung. Bobby points to the desk. I'll handle it later. Sarah leans in and whispers under her breath. He'll be lucky to graduate high school with a slacker mom like her. I can hear her disparage me because the hand covering her mouth is missing 2 fingers. The women stare into my ribcage. My heart is small compared to theirs. They tisk and shake their heads. I try to redeem myself by pointing at Alicia's chest. Where did your heart go? She takes a sip of tea, then sighs. My husband needed it, at the request of his whore. She likes to pet it when they fuck, a necessary aphrodisiac. She tries to smile. The good part is no heartbreak. They judge me cruel with their eyes. Gail limps into the living room, missing her kneecaps. Her daughter needed them to make a costume for school. What could I do? The stores were closed. I begged her to take mine. She screamed that she refused to wear those creepy things. Then she spit on me and called me a lazy swine. Gail wags her finger triumphantly. I demanded that she take mine or go to school without. Her sacrifice shames us. I try to show them the butterfly-shaped hole in the base of my throat. Sarah honks a laugh. You call that thing an organ? Your thyroid is meaningless. They scorch me with their attitudes. I need to sit, but cover my chair with plastic first, so as not to mess the upholstery with weeping lymphatic juice from my chunky cellulite thighs. Sarah stands near the table sipping tea. Once it clears the esophagus, a tannin waterfall spurts from her ribcage, splashing the tablecloth. We pretend not to notice that her stomach and intestines are ripped out. She gives unsolicited advice while we mop the puddles nonchalantly to avoid her upset. She is still in denial about her husband being in denial. We all knew the story. Her husband needed plumbing for some project. He was careless or befuddled or both. That happens when you're drunk. There is tension in the room now. I curse my eyes. They see too much. Tanya arrives late. She has no skin to hang at the door. She floats to the living room angelic light. Her husband demanded her kidneys, liver, and lung early in their marriage. She obliged as any good wife would. But it wasn't enough. He nibbled her fingers, collected her bones, and still felt hollow. She said she'd become too gelatinous, and he lost respect. He left her and took the kids off what used to be her hands. He did not. He did this out of kindness. She went out of her mind. We genuflect to her saintliness. We chat and eat dainty food. Ralph, Bobby's beloved mutt, sniffs and licks at my oozing legs. I try politely to push him away, but he licks more exuberantly. I shove the dog under the table, trying to hide my intolerance, but my wincing gives me away. Bobby calls him to her side, not to rescue me, but to save him from my harm. He gnaws at Bobby's shin bone while she tells more teapot stories. The table goes silent. I like dogs. They're tight-lips, those that have them say they don't believe me. The world slurps at me too much. I just can't take one more lick. Of course there is slurping, Sarah says. No one will disagree with her. That's what the world is designed to do. They nod, hallelujah. Eyes, nose, lips, teeth or not, we all put on a good face, Sarah says. I'm about to give her a piece of my mind, but remember, I don't have one. Ralph races from the room with Bobby's tibia. He just loves to play fetch, she says. Everyone finds this funny. I try to fit in. I start telling about how I misplaced my brain somewhere between childbirth and now, but Sarah cuts me off. Did you hear about Karen? She had an emergency spinectomy. She relishes the gory details. The cat sandpapers my toes. I grin and bear it. I disintegrate before their eyes, but nobody sees me.